The lives of the rich and famous often seem glamorous, but even the biggest celebrities have issues with money. From musicians to athletes to movie stars, sometimes fame and wealth result in a disastrous spending spree. In video 20 examples of rich and famous celebrities who lost all of their money at one point in their careers. Some of them managed to bounce back, while others remain in financial trouble. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, USA. He was the 8th of 10 children in the Jackson family. Michael Jackson began his career at a young age as a member of the Jackson 5, a Motown group formed with his siblings. The group achieved remarkable success with hits like I Want You Back and ABC. Michael Jackson was reportedly at least $400 million in debt when he died unexpectedly in 2009. The king of pop was also close to foreclosure on his famous Neverland home. Large amounts of spending required Jackson to take out loans, many of which he never paid back. Jackson's money problems got worse once he was involved in numerous expensive lawsuits and interest on his debt increased. At the time of his death, a forensic accountant estimated that Jackson owed $400 to $500 million.
Hell, touring. Okay, then I'll make it positive then.
Yeah, it's just
well, you know, I love to tour.
Nicolas Cage, born Nicholas Kim Coppola, was born on January 7, 1964, in Long Beach, California, USA. He comes from a family with a rich background in the entertainment industry. He is the nephew of filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola. Nicolas Cage was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, earning $40 million in 2009 alone, but also one of its biggest spenders. Cage purchased many homes, automobiles, and rare artifacts. However, in 2015, reports started to emerge about how he blew his $150 million fortune from 1996 to 2011. The IRS placed tax liens on multiple properties he owned, and then had Cage hand over more than $6 million to failing to pay his 2007 tax bill. Cage's precarious financial situation led him to sell many of his personal belongings, including a treasured comic book. As of May 2017, Cage is worth a reported $25 million. One of his most recent roles was as Spider-Noir in 2018's Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse.
Back and I stayed. Vegas has been good to me, it really has. It's both a small town, but then I began to learn to love it. You know, also I've had great experiences making movies.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., born on February 24, 1977, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is a retired professional boxer, widely regarded as one of the greatest defensive fighters in the history of the sport. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s nickname is Money for never losing a boxing match. Ironically, he owed money to the IRS. Deadspin reported that Money Mayweather has owed the IRS money for over a decade. The boxer's failure to pay taxes resulted in a $22.02 million debt to the IRS, even as he came out of retirement for a high-grossing fight. In 2018, there were reports that Mayweather could come out of retirement again to settle his debts.
When fight, I apologize. I jump around.
No, that's not. It's not nobody. But that being said,
Mike Tyson was born on June 30, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York, USA. He is a former professional boxer and is widely regarded as one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. Mike Tyson earned a reported $400 million over his career, but he was knocked down with a $23 million debt in 2003. The heavyweight champion declared bankruptcy, returned to jail, and went through rehab before he again reached financial stability. By 2003, he owed money to the IRS, British tax authorities, lawyers, a personal trainer, a financial manager, and a music producer, among others. Tyson had to pay $9 million in a divorce settlement and was also behind on child support. Today, Tyson has retired from fighting and appears to be solvent again. In 2018, Tyson started a marijuana company in California called the Ranch Companies.
He's confident, so I'm just trying to build his confidence up and let him know that he can push him on this box. I push. You know what I mean? He has to know the concept of
Stephen Baldwin, born on May 12, 1966, in Massaport, New York, USA, is an American actor, producer, and author. He comes from the well-known Baldwin acting family, which includes his brothers Alec Daniel and William Baldwin. But Stephen Baldwin filed for bankruptcy in 2009, while owing money on taxes and a couple of mortgages. Alex's younger brother filed for bankruptcy in 2009 while owing money on taxes and a couple of mortgages. Troubles repeated as Baldwin's house was foreclosed in 2017 after 6 years of no mortgage payments. On another occasion, Baldwin was arrested and served 5 years probation for failing to pay taxes for 3 straight years.
I was born into the Christian faith, and it kind of didn't. Only speaking Portuguese to my wife, she explains, well, the real reason I took this job was
50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis James Jackson, IYI, was born on July 6, 1975, in South Jamaica, Queens, New York City, USA. He is a renowned American rapper, actor, businessman, and producer. 50 Cent rose to fame in the early 2000s with his debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin', which became a massive success. He is known for his unique style and gritty lyrics, often drawing from his own experiences. In 2015, 50 Cent was reportedly $32.05 million while caught up in lawsuits and unpaid child support payments. The next year, he declared bankruptcy. More recently, 2018 reports said 50 Cent was a millionaire because of the 700 bitcoins he was reportedly paid on his 2014 album. 50 Cent later filed court documents that said the reports weren't true and the rapper had never owned any bitcoins.
About this kind of projects because, look, first I feel like that in that story with BMF that you guys sell all of these neighborhoods. Like the guy who made it to the top, he getting the most money around there.
Ulysses S. Grant was born on April 27, 1822 in Point Pleasant, Ohio, USA. He was a prominent American military leader and the 18th President of the United States. It is tough to imagine a president going broke after leaving the White House, but that's what happened to esteemed Civil War General Ulysses S. Grant. The 18th president became a partner in financial firm Grant & Ward, but Ferdinand Ward embezzled investors' money, leaving the firm and Grant bankrupt in 1884. Grant was receiving a military pension, but it wasn't enough as the president was also suffering from throat cancer. To make money, Grant had author Mark Twain publish his memoirs, but he died before he could make money from his life story. Mark Twain, whose real name was Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was born on November 30, 1835, in Florida, Missouri, USA. Mark Twain was a renowned American author and humorist. Speaking of Mark Twain, the American author grew up poor after his father died when the novelist-to-be was 11 years old. Throughout his career, Twain desired to become rich, and even though he married up on the social ladder, his dream never came true. After the success of Grant's biography and the adventures of Tom Sawyer, Twain's publishing house went bankrupt. His financial failings contributed to depression, and in 1894, the satirist declared bankruptcy. With more successful writing and a popular speaking tour, Twain got back to financial security, but then lost a $30,000 investment in a protein powder.
I have such a sad habit of dying off. Chaucer is the Lord's middle name someday, right in the midst of a storm, when I need all that.
Dennis Rodman, born on May 13, 1961, in Trenton, New Jersey, USA. He was a famous basketball player. Outside of sports, Rodman was known for a short marriage to Carmen Electra and was eventually an unofficial US ambassador to North Korea. In 2012, Rodman's lawyers said he could barely afford living expenses and could not pay child support for his 2 kids. At the time, he reportedly owed over $800,000 in back child support, but in court documents, his lawyers said he was broke and sick. Recently, Rodman was accused of stealing a 400-pound amethyst crystal from a yoga studio, as well as more than $500 worth of clothing from brands like Spiritual Gangster and Lululemon. He denied the allegation and said the merchandise was given as a gift.
Man, you know, a lot of people counted me out and said, he's gonna die for people, you know, because people say, you know, he's a loose cannon.
Kim Basinger, born on December 8, 1953, in Athens, Georgia, USA, is a renowned American actress and former fashion model. Her career has spanned several decades, showcasing her versatility and talent. In 1989, Basinger paid $20 million for the town of Brazelton, Georgia. She was expected to create a tourist attraction, such as a theme park or movie studio, but she instead declared bankruptcy in 1993 and had to sell the property. The bankruptcy was a huge news story at the time. Basinger was sued by boxing Helena producer Carl Mazzacone for backing out of an oral contract to star in the film. The Los Angeles Superior Court ordered her to pay damages and lawyer fees. Basinger eventually settled with Mainline Pictures in 1995, avoiding the initial $8.01 million judgment.
Period. It's a law. It's against the law now. And people are to hurt an animal, I mean a cat or a dog or a pig or
Sincere thanks to all the loyal viewers who have watched this entire video. If you enjoyed this content and would like to show your support, please click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. Your support truly means a lot to us. Stay tuned for more interesting then, and now stories coming soon. Until next time.